Welcome to Brands Hatch. My grandpa invited me to Brands Hatch to watch the final round of the British Touring Car Championship. We arrived early and had lots of time free to explore the many stands. I liked that you could get up close to the racing cars and look inside them. This go-kart looked really cool, and the owner told us that you could have a go in a car at the circuit. Luckily, I was tall enough to give it a try. I got changed into a race suit and a crash helmet. This was the first time I had dressed up as a racing driver.
That's it, matey. Then let's pop that up for the minute.
I was excited and a bit nervous at the same time. Luckily, there were just 2 of us taking to the circuit. We were strapped in and given a clear explanation about how to drive the car. Then we were off. I took it easy for the first couple of laps and then started to speed up as I got the hang of driving. With the car being so low to the ground, it felt quite fast. After about 15 minutes of driving, the checkered flag was waved and I pulled into the pit lane. That was a lot of fun. I was surprised how much the car would slide on the tight corners.
It was really hard to control because I went like the middle there and you have to pull the wheel very hard and then it drifts.
Now I wanted to drive something else. A short walk away, we found this racetrack with radio-controlled cars. You controlled them using a steering wheel and pedals and had to imagine you were sitting inside the car. It was a lot harder than it looked. When the car came towards you, you had to remember to turn the wheel in the opposite direction, which takes a bit of practice to get right. I didn't win any of my races, but I did have a good time.
I've done all that racing, so I needed an ice cream.
It was now time for the first real race to start, so I found a good spot to watch from. I was surprised how loud it was. The first race could decide the British champion for 2023. Sure enough, Ash Sutton won in the Ford Focus and became the new champion. We had parked our car on the south bank of the circuit. This meant I could watch some races from next to our car. This was really useful at lunchtime as I could sit in the boot and eat my sandwiches. I used the official race program to keep an eye on the timetable. Even when watching from our car, I got to see some good races. There were even a few crashes right in front of us, like in this Porsche race. I also got a great view of a Spitfire flying low over the circuit. After lunch, we went for a walk around the paddock to see the racing cars close up. This is where they repair the cars and fit new tyres. Not only could I get very close to the cars, but I could also watch the mechanics getting the cars ready for the next race. I thought the minis looked cool and one team had won a lot of trophies.
26.
The Formula 4 cars were also one of my favourites. After exploring the paddock, we still had a few minutes to spare before the next race. My grandpa introduced me to a strange British game called Conkers, where you have to try to break your opponent's chestnut tied to a string. It was definitely time for another ice cream.
It's really good.
For the final races of the day, we decided to walk to a different part of the track. Up at the hairpin bend called Druids, I got a great view of the cars going round the bend. I really liked the sound of the Porsches as they braked hard into the hairpin. We crossed over a bridge to the inside of the circuit. On the other side was a large grass area leading up to the hairpin. This made it easier to see the cars close up as there were no metal catch fencing in the way. At first I was surprised how close the cars could race without hitting each other. That wasn't the case in the final British touring car race though. After a small crash on the first lap, there was a bigger one a short while later. The safety car came out and a large crane had to be brought onto the track to lift the broken Toyota to safety. It only took a few minutes to complete this and the race then restarted. This time, Jake Hill was the winner in his BMW. I really enjoyed my first ever car race event at Brands Hatch.
If you like this video, please subscribe down below.